It was nearly midnight before the cat moved at all. A man appeared on the corner the cat had been watching. He was tall, thin, and very old, judging by the silver of his hair and beard. This man's name was Albus Dumbledore. He had found what he was looking for in his inside pocket. It seemed to be a silver cigarette lighter. He flicked it open, held it up in the air, and clicked it. The nearest street lamp went out with a little pop. He clicked it again. The next lamp flickered into darkness. 12 times he clicked the put outer, until the only lights left in the whole street were 2 tiny pinpricks in the distance, which were the eyes of the cat watching him. He spoke to it.
I should have known that you would be here, Professor McGonagall.
He turned to smile at the tabby, but it had gone. Instead, he was smiling at a rather severe-looking woman who was wearing square glasses.
Good evening, Professor Dumbledore,
said Professor McGonagall.
Are the rumours true, Albus?
I'm afraid so, Professor.
Dumbledore bowed his head.
And the bad.
And the boy?
Hagrid is bringing him.
Do you think it wise to trust Hagrid with something as important as this?
She asked.
Ah, Professor, I would trust Hagrid with my life,
said Dumbledore. A low rumbling sound had broken the silence around them. It grew steadily louder. It swelled to a roar as they both looked up at the sky, and a huge motorbike fell out of the air and landed on the road in front of them. The motorbike was huge. It was nothing to the man sitting astride it.
Professor Dumbledore, sir? Professor McGonagall?
Said the giant, climbing carefully off the motorbike.
No, sir. Little Tyke fell asleep just as we were flying over Bristol.
Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall bent forward over the bundle of blankets. Dumbledore took Harry in his arms and turned towards the Dursleys' house.
Albus, do you really think it's safe, leaving him with these people? I've watched them all day. They're the worst sort of muggles imaginable.
Dumbledore
They
walked
really
to
are.
the
the
front
only
door.
family he has.
This boy will be famous. There won't be a child in our world who doesn't know his name.
Exactly. He's far better off growing up away from all of that. Until he is ready,
said Dumbledore firmly. Dumbledore laid Harry gently on the doorstep. Then suddenly, Hagrid let out a howl like a wounded dog.
There, Hagrid. It's not really goodbye after all.
Hagrid nodded glumly. Dumbledore took a letter out of his cloak, tucked it inside Harry's blankets. Under a tuft of jet-black hair over his forehead,
Harry.
they could see a curiously shaped cut, like a bolt of lightning,